You know, this really shouldn't surprise me, and in a way it doesn't, but oh man, does this still annoy me. So EA released their trailer for Battlefield 5, the new Battlefield game, and like the leaks were showing, it's going to be based in World War II. Already, 20 minutes after that trailer came out, I was getting comments on my Battlefield 1 videos saying the same things we heard about Battlefield 1. Battlefield 5 is too unrealistic to World War II, we have women in there with prosthetic arms just for the social justice warriors. Now, for this channel, I usually stay somewhat professional. I don't want to sound too professional so I don't sound like a robot, but I also don't want to come across as an uninformed idiot. With that said, I'm going to throw this away for a moment. Shut the fuck up. Please just shut the fuck up. I am so tired of hearing this argument. Now, I'm going to talk about Battlefield 5 soon, but I really want to rant about this just for a little bit. This argument makes no sense to me. It's almost as if people don't know what game they're playing. Battlefield 1, we saw a ton of this. And my argument then was to look at the first word in the name of the game. Battlefield 1. The game isn't just called World War 1. If you were looking for a realistic World War 1 experience, you were looking at the wrong franchise. If really all you want to do is sit in trenches with a bolt action, go right ahead, but I'm looking for a Battlefield game. And honestly, I really liked what they did with World War 1 and Battlefield 1. It's not realistic, sure. Who cares? It's Battlefield. But what they did was really interesting, because they took all these prototype weapons that I guarantee you've not heard of 90% of these before playing Battlefield 1, and gave you a chance to really see them and show how they might work, and actually use them in-game. And that's fucking awesome, because guns are cool, and this is really where SMGs and automatic weapons started becoming a thing during World War I. So it gives us a time or a way to see into that sort of prototype phase. And again, that's awesome. We don't have anything like that in other games. Now take it the other way that people actually want, sitting in trenches with bolt actions, far less interesting. Battlefield 1 had its own game mode to basically try to do this anyway, so all these complaints didn't make sense to me, and holy shit, I'm just so tired of hearing them. I guarantee you Battlefield 5 is going to play out the same exact way. Millions upon millions of people are going to buy it, and then you can't look anywhere on the internet without people complaining that it's too unrealistic and that it's for social justice warriors and that the game is slowly dying despite the fact that there are tons of people still playing it. And I apologize for coming off really harsh here, but damn, it gets really annoying not being able to look anywhere on the internet without seeing negativity about the game that I enjoy playing. Like, it's fine that you don't like it, but I don't care. Again, I repeat what I said, if you're not looking for a Battlefield type game, why are you playing a Battlefield game? Why not play Day of Infamy or something else that actually tries to be what you want? Battlefield's not going to change for you. It's just such a weird situation where a really popular franchise that does a lot of things right just gets a lot of hate. Very similar thing can be said about Far Cry 5. Really hard to look anywhere without seeing hate about it. And I guess that's a good thing about being into Rivals of Ether. It's such an underground game that you don't really see mainstream hate for it. And I know what you're telling me, just ignore them, continue doing what you're doing, and that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing ever since Battlefield 1 came out, and even before it. But I just want to vent all of this out, because now is the perfect time to vent this out, just to tell people to shut the fuck up. But with that all out of the way, let's talk about the trailer that they just showed off. Typically, I don't care for video game trailers because video games as a medium are not movies. You can't really show them off with a trailer, and really this one is no different. It's kind of a really poor trailer. It starts off as a really cliche Hollywood action trailer, and god, I hate these. I don't care for action movies just because something about them makes me roll my eyes, and this is no different. But when they swapped over to the gameplay, nothing really changed. It was still really choreographed and didn't really show the gameplay. And this is why I hate video game trailers. I would rather just see raw gameplay. You can't tell what a game is going to be until you really see gameplay, or even then, really until you play it for an extended period of time. But from what I'm seeing in this trailer, the graphics are going to be similar to that of Battlefield 1, although there does seem to be a lot more color, which is interesting since Battlefield 1 wasn't really that brown. The HUD looks very similar, like everything does look pretty similar, but in World War II. And honestly, I'm okay with this. Like, I liked Battlefield 1, and what World War II basically does is allows you to go into so many different fronts in World War II, many of which video games have not really touched yet, but with a Battlefield twist, and that sounds really fun to me. I do have some key notes from the trailer, because there are some things that are actually different. The first one, the biggest one probably, is that there's no more premium pass. All expansion packs are free, which is totally awesome. I don't know if this is going to include guns with the expansion packs. I assume so. I don't really know what they're doing here. One of the bigger changes is that you now get a toolkit to build fortifications on the battlefield, such as foxholes, sandbags, stuff like that. At first I kind of groaned because I'm like, okay, well now they're just taking a page out of Battle Royale, but when I really think about this is something that isn't actually negative for Battlefield, because if you look at Battlefield's designs, There are a lot of places on maps that are just open, and it feels like you can't do anything here, so being able to just put your own shit down and be like, oh, screw you, map designers, you suck at this, it would feel pretty good in my mind. This would also open up a lot of different ways to flank the opponent in a somewhat open space that may not seem too safe, but you might be able to get away with it, but now you get a little bit of extra room to get away with it. Operations is apparently back, although they're changing it to Grand Operations. I personally don't care for this. I was never really a huge fan of Operations, but I know a lot of people that really liked it. For me, I'm more of a Conquest guy. They stated that the game will at first focus on the fall of Europe, which the keywords there is at first, so it seems like there's going to be a lot of different European countries in World War II, and probably Americans as well, because I did see a Thompson in the trailer, so they'll be thrown in there. And given America is probably their biggest selling part of the world, they probably don't want to exclude America. What I'm more interested here is that they said at first, so I really want to see them branching out to other parts of the world that are not really explored very much in the World War II setting within video games. Like, it'd be pretty cool to have China versus Japan. Higher caliber bullets, such as from, say, the MG42, will apparently pass through walls, which is something that I figured would have been in Battlefield a long time ago. They're a little late to the party, but it is cool to see. That can actually change a lot, because there are a lot of times where two teams just kind of get stuck in a stalemate, all throwing grenades at people down hallways and just shooting at walls and not really doing a whole lot of killing. This could change everything. They seem to be adding a lot of small features like this. For example, another one is that shockwaves from bombs will knock you over, and honestly, as of right now, I am not looking forward to that. I hate knockdown mechanics in games. They usually feel like you died from some bullshit RNG and that you didn't actually deserve to die. For example, being knocked over at any point during Wolfenstein 2, it's pretty much a death sentence. Sure, you can shoot while laying down, you can get back up, but you're stuck in this animation and you're a sitting duck. You're basically dead anytime it happens, and it doesn't feel fair to the player. Same thing when it comes to Far Cry. I've had examples in Far Cry where an animal has knocked me down, which puts me back into the standing up animation, but before I can do anything, I get knocked down again, and that repeats until I die. I fucking hate this mechanic, and I really hope it's not like annoying or broken in this game. I'll come back to this when I play Battlefield 5 and look at this video and see if my opinion was right or wrong, but I'm not looking forward to this mechanic. They talked a lot about a new movement system, which just really seems to be that they're blending in animations to your movement smoother, and it's actually kind of difficult to tell what's a trailer and what's actual in-game movement. I guess we'll see when they actually show real gameplay, but another example is that when you got ammo from one of the other support units, you actually held your hand out and caught the ammo. I don't know if this is really going to be an actual mechanic in-game where every time someone gives you ammo you have to catch it, but I'd be, I guess, kind of okay with it. I feel like I'd be slightly annoyed with it and just be mixed in general, as it does stop you from what you're doing to get more ammo, but I'm undecided on this as of right now. Those are all the keynotes I really have to talk about this trailer. If you're wondering why I'm not showing the trailer itself, it's because I like not having copyright infringements on my channel, so you'll have to deal with just Battlefield 1 footage for right now. Apologies to that. Again, I really don't care for this trailer. It's too cliche Hollywood action movie bullshit, and it honestly just makes me roll my eyes. But I am very interested in the game, and I would like to play it, and honestly, I really just wanted to rant about how people need to stop complaining about realism in Battlefield. Also, if you ever try to make an argument on the internet, and you, at any point in this argument, throw out the words social justice warrior, you've already lost the argument, and no one cares, and no one's going to listen to you. Anyway, that's the end of this video. Thanks to all my supporters over on Patreon, and everyone that subscribes over on Twitch, and gives bits, and does all that stuff. I could not do this without you guys, given the current state of YouTube. If you'd like to help out, check all these links on the end cards. You can see them all around. You can even click it, go straight to my Patreon if you really want to help. Or if you just want to come hang out and talk to me while I'm streaming, Twitch is linked down below in the pinned comment. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.